Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Does anyone have questions?
Uh,
Michael, do you hear me?
Okay.
Возможно, вам тоже нужно будет выключить видео, чтобы у Майкла подгружало нормально интернет.
Ну, давайте,
Потому что у него интернет грузит ваше видео и начинает, наверное, зависать.
Наташа, давай выключай свои завитушки, я насмотрелся.
У кого-нибудь были вопросы по теме? У меня один вопрос. Для чего нам эти тетрадки, которые мы купили? Мы по ним вообще будем что-то изучать?
Если будет офлайн занятие, то будет.
Ну, эти тетрадки по учебнику, а сейчас это не учебник, это платформа с курсами, где, ну, как бы, тот же курс, только по-другому распределен по урокам и так далее.
Угу. То есть пока и workbooks нам не нужно будет, и student books тоже можно.
Для развития. Надо делать задания. Ну так-то тут тоже тесты должны будут быть в курсе.
Ну, в курсе какие-то есть. Я уже вот начал первую тему проходить.
И как там?
Ну, там такое простенькое. Вот, put the verbs in correct form. Короче, do, does расставить где-то такое. Present simple.
Ну так, потренироваться, круто. Надо написать поддержку.
А вот Майкл появился.
Hello, Michael.
Yes, hello everyone. So, once again, so I think it was the network. So now, if you have questions, you can ask. But before you can start asking the questions, this course that we're having is, yes, it's some materials from the student book, but we added some new materials in addition to it. So that's why from the message that all of you got, okay, so it's new platform, which is the platform for now. And yes, it's going to be some tests, there's going to be some exercises, as you can see on your students portal. And yes, now if you have questions, you can ask your questions, and I'll be happy to answer. So about what we just tried to talk about today. Yes.
Hello. We don't have questions.
Okay. So if you have questions, I have questions for you. Now, I'm going to start with Natalia. Hello, Natalia. Can you hear me?
Yes. Hello.
Okay. Natalia, we're talking. If you look at the first page, it says to-do list. Okay, can you see the page? To-do list.
Yeah, to-do list and face everything.
Okay, Natalia, do you use a to-do list to plan your day? The to-do list.
To-do list?
To-do list is like is when you take a piece of paper, you take a biro, and then you write what you're going to do for the day.
And
Hello?
it is like dairy.
Um,
The same as only one day and a week.
yes, yes. So
But
do you use a to-do list?
okay, I must now say about what I'm going to do today or another time.
Okay, okay. So I want you to everybody. So I want you to pay attention. When you say a to-do list, it means what am I? You write, you take. It's like you make a plan. Okay.
Mhm.
For example, you take a piece of paper, you
Okay.
take a biro, and then you write what you're going to do for the day, your plans. Maybe today I'm going to go to the gym. When I come back from the gym, I go and do cooking. I do cooking. I will clean my house. This is and that's what list I want to do for the day.
Okay, I'm very windy for it. And after this,
Hello?
hello.
Yes. Okay.
The list for me today, it after online course, I have to go to my work.
Okay, you have to go to your work. Okay.
Yes,
Are you now I want to look at
and I
this
must
phrase a second.
to be in my work on time, and
On
I
time.
to
Oh,
be in hurry after course. In hurry. То есть это нормально, когда if I want
hello.
to. Hello, hello. Do you listen? Or do
Yes,
you
I can
hear
hear
me?
you.
Just if I want to be on my in my work on time, I must in hurry to be in hurry. Это правильно.
Okay, yes, to be in a hurry. But are you always on time, Natalia, for anything that you're doing? Are you
No,
always on time?
sometimes
Sometimes.
almost always be late.
Sometimes you are late. Yes.
Yes,
Uh,
I'm a woman
how?
and I always late.
Okay. So how do you save time, Natalia? If, for example, you have a task to do and it's going to take a lot of time, but you're looking for a short way to do
uh,
it, how do you save time?
for example, today I go to my work not by bus, marшрут taxi. No, no, I get marшрут
Okay,
taxi.
Mashut.
Или I take marшрут taxi. Так.
Okay.
Маршрут как на английском?
Mashrut is like, oh, what's funny? Uh, it's
Fix
it's like
yourself.
boss. It's like some some special bosses.
А,
Special.
Yes, hello.
Да.
Okay. So, and Natalia, what do you do in your spare time? What do you do in your spare time?
I like listen to music, go to the cinema, read the books, and discuss with my friends something interesting.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what about one second? How do you Now, talking about make time. How do you make time to, if you want to do something that is that you know is important for you? How do you try to make time
Mm-hmm.
for?
It depends.
It depends. Okay.
Yes.
Now, from all these phrases that remember, we looked at time on
Well,
page 2. Just a second. Now, take a
it's
look at it. Time expressions. Which of them would you? Which of them are you going to start using?
repeat, please.
Which of them will you start to use? Which of them are you going to start using?
I'm я не могу как именно во время говорить. Про time это save time or
Yes, save time.
так.
Yes.
I can как правильно, допустим, перенести что-то на другое время. Просто перенести.
Move.
Bring.
Something in another time или to another time.
Okay.
Preposition какой? What preposition?
It means, for example, just relax, Natalia. Now, you say when we say save time means, you know, to do something the quick way. You know, you find an easy way to do something, and you you gave example. You said you took marshruts instead of taking the bus. That's
Yes.
save time. Okay. But my question to you, Natalia, was now all these phrases, for example, okay, I want you to listen. You have in the nick of time, save time, spare time, as time goes by, on time, time flies. They're all called time expressions. Time expressions. Which of them, these time expressions, are you going to start using? Okay?
Что из них я буду использовать?
Yes, exactly.
Все. Understand? On time, save time, and kill time,
Mm-hmm.
and spy time, time after time.
Time after time.
That times here all want, I don't want.
Okay. All right. Very good, Natalia. Very good. Thank you for your answers.
Okay.
We are going to go to another person, Artyom Zubovich.
Hello, I'm here.
Yes. Hello, Artyom. How are you?
Hello.
Okay, Artyom, do you know the meaning of to-do list?
Yes, I know.
Okay.
I have a program on my phone. The name of program is to-do list. I used this every day.
Mm-hmm. And do you find it very useful?
Yes, when I use this program, I have more time, more safe time, or more free time.
Okay, very good. And now, you know, today, Artyom, we were talking about time expressions. Okay, time expressions.
Okay, yes.
And if you look carefully, we have, are you always on time? Wherever it is that you're going, are you always on time?
I am always on time.
So you
I
never,
try
you try.
to be always on time.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe sometimes I am not on time,
Mm-hmm.
but it very rarely.
Very rarely. Mm-hmm.
Rarely, yes.
Okay. And now, what about how do you save time?
How I spend my free time?
How do you save time? How do you
save
save
time.
time? Yes.
Как ты время сохранишь?
Не, я понял. Now I save time when I work at home.
Mhm.
I don't must go on bus,
Okay.
and I don't waste time for, как сказать, на дорогу, на работу.
On the road. On the road.
On the road, on my work. I don't
Okay.
waste time on the road, on my work.
Mm-hmm.
That I
Okay.
save time.
What do you do in your spare time?
Spare time, I read after our courses. My spare time will be that I read a book, George Clason, The Richest Man in Babylon. Maybe I watch my favorite TV series, How I Met Your Mother, with English subtitles.
Okay.
And I want to listen the new songs of my favorite artist.
Mm-hmm. Okay. One more thing. So, Artyom, a very good tip for you is now that will help you in English is you try to find books that has audio. Okay, audio files. There are some stories or there are some books that has audio. So it will help you to listen to it and their pronunciations of some certain words. It helps. If you read if you're studying like this, it will help too. Okay, Artyom. Uh, one more thing is, do you take time off at your
Uh,
job?
yes, I have time off. On this weekend, I have 4 days.
Oh, 4 days.
Yes, we all have 4 days, I think,
Mm-hmm.
because in 27 and 26 April
Mm-hmm.
was government
Working.
holidays.
Okay,
Uh,
I see.
the Russian names that holiday is Radonitsa.
Mm-hmm. Radovinica. And
Radovnitsa.
what's the second?
What? Repeat, please.
What's the second holiday? The second holiday.
Когда у меня будут вторые выходные или в чем был вопрос? Не понял.
That is weekend, yes?
Yes, weekend.
Okay. But Artyom, the question was if you, like, for example, holiday. Remember, now I want you to look at my screen. So I'll go to the page. Remember when I mentioned something that has to say, no, not this one. It's talking about time off. Now look at it. Can you see my screen?
I see your screen.
So it says time off. It means
Ah,
to take
understand.
holiday from work. So do you get time off from your work?
Yes, I get
How many times in a year?
26 days per year,
Mm,
and
that's
I have 5 ill days with payment.
that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. And now, before you go, Artyom, could you tell me Now, if you look at all these phrases, okay, I want you to look at them. We had a lot of them, and which of them are you going to add to your vocabulary? Because we call them time expressions. Time expressions.
What phrases I will write on my vocabulary?
Which of them are you going to use? Which of
Ah,
them are you going to use? Yes. From So the question is, now you've learned something new today. Which of them do you like? Which of them do you find?
the new phrases for me, it's in the nick of time,
Yes.
and scroll down, please.
Okay.
As time goes by.
Okay. As time goes by and in the nick of time. Okay.
Yes.
So it means that you finish something just before it's too late, as you're working, and all of a sudden you have a project from I don't know, your boss or your director, and it's 1 week, and you have the deadline is today, but somehow you are supposed to finish. You try you by some way or by some impossible means you finish your project, even though it's late, but you tried and you finished it. That's what it means at the last possible moment.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay,
Let's play.
Artyom. Yeah,
Yeah.
so thank you for your answers, and we're going to take another student.
Thank you, Michael.
Yes, thank you, Artyom. So we're going to look at one more person, and Daria Revtovich. Revtovich Daria.
Hello,
Yes, hello, Daria. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, yes,
Okay, Daria, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, Daria. So today we're talking about not enough time for anything. So I want you to look at the screen, Daria. So we're talking about time expressions. Time expressions. Are you always on time, Daria?
Yes.
Hmm. So you're never late.
Oh no, I um not always on time.
Hmm. Okay. But on time, it means not to be late. It means that you arrive, meaning you always arrive at the right time. Say, for example, come to work at 8 o'clock, you're there at 8 o'clock. That's what it means on time.
Yes, I understand.
Okay, good. Daria, how do you save time? Like, could you give me an example?
Mm, I save time. Now I save time because I work from home and I don't spend time in bus in the road
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
is it so?
All right. Mm, now, spare time, Daria. What do you do in your spare time?
Um, I in my spare time I often uh, read book or watch films, and
Mm-hmm.
I can do tasks um, my own task and do something for myself.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, Daria. Now, do you know the meaning of
Online.
multitask?
Но у меня сейчас
You
английский.
can repeat?
Do you know the meaning of
Ну, могу минутку.
multitask?
Yes, it.
Не, ничего, что.
For example, when
Ну, у тебя все
person
хорошо. Угу.
can do
Микрофон выключи.
Mm-hmm.
can do many tasks in the same time.
Okay. And do you multitask?
Sometimes, not always.
Okay, not always. Okay, so Daria, before you go, just one more question. Now, talking about time expression, which of them do you find, do you like, or which of them do you find interesting among all the time expressions?
Spare time,
Mm-hmm.
make time, time after time, and too much time on my hands.
Too much time on my hands. Okay, very good. So thank you for your answers, Daria.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to take another person, and it's Romanchuk Natalia. Can you hear me? Hello, Romanchuk Natalia.
I think she can.
Oh, okay. So you are Igor, yes? Or George?
George.
Yes.
Okay, George. Okay, hello, George. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
All right, that's good. So, George, do you use a to-do list?
No, I never use to-do list.
Okay, you don't find it useful?
I find it useful. Can you repeat?
No, I mean, you said you don't use a to-do list, but is it because for you it's not useful?
Yes.
Okay. So, how do you plan your day?
Um, 1 second. I plan my day every moment.
Mm-hmm.
And these and things which I need to do go as time goes by.
Okay, as time goes by. Okay. So, George, so I have a few questions for you, and I want you to look at, we're talking about time expressions. Okay.
Okay.
Now, so are you always on time? Maybe, for example, you are supposed to be at some place and the time has been given. Are you always on time?
Okay. No, I usually don't on time. I usually late.
Okay,
Like
you're always late.
always late. Yes.
That is so. I would say time after time, you are always late. Yes?
Yes.
So that's the phrase. If you look at it here, which is what we talked about today, it says time after time. Okay? That's the phrase.
Yes.
Time after time, meaning it happens again and again.
Yes.
Okay, George, what do you do in your free time, in your spare time? Let's use the phrase spare time.
I usually go for a walk with my friends and go to cafe for meeting the same my friend for coffee.
So coffee. So what about now? Do you still go to cafes?
Yes, I go to cafe now because I don't believe for these things.
Okay. All right. That I understand. So now, what about time off, George? Do you know what time off means? Yes.
Yes,
Okay. So do you get time off at work?
yes, I do.
Okay. How many times a year?
Uh, not uh, not many. Recently, on work, I need to take time off because uh, for situation with epidemia, coronavirus, все такое.
Yes.
Yes,
It's in English. It's epidemic.
epidemic.
Yeah, I'll write it down for you now. So, epi this epidemic. It's the same thing like that in English. Epidemic.
Thank you. Mhm.
Yeah. Yes. hmm Okay. And one more thing. How do you save time, George?
Um, uh, I save time. Так.
Save time.
Um, last year, I work very. Uh, I need to go very long road from my work, but now I work. Ой, забыл, как ближе будет.
Near.
I work near my home. Uh, um, uh, and now I have more time for sleep and to do some things.
Okay. Okay, that's interesting. So, George, one more question before you go. Which of these phrases are you going to start using? This time expressions. Tell me.
As time goes by,
Yes. Any other one?
again, как, after time after time,
Time after time.
yes,
Okay.
spare time, and I'm going to use all these phrases
Не поняла.
because um, uh,
You find it
all these phrases
useful.
useful. Yes.
Okay, very good, George. So, thank you for your answers. I appreciate it. So, we'll take one more student before we go. So, let's see. Um, um, Sparish Svetlana.
Yes,
Hello.
yes.
Yes. Hello, Svetlana.
Hello.
Yes, Svetlana, do you make a to-do list?
Sometimes I
Okay.
have.
Sometimes. Do you find it useful?
Um,
When we say useful, how do you say in Russian? Полезный?
uh,
Is it useful for you using the to-do list?
yes, my to-do list useful for me.
Okay, good. And now, Svetlana, as you can see, we have time expressions.
Mhm.
Now we have this one that says on time, meaning not to be late. Are you always on time wherever you go?
I sometimes I arrive so late.
Hmm. Okay,
Uh,
so it means that sometimes you're late.
yes.
Okay. Uh, Svetlana, when you have a task to do, and now sometimes it might take a lot of time. How do you save time in order to finish some difficult task?
I save time when I drive to my work by car.
Yes. Okay. And what do you do in your spare time, Svetlana?
In my spare time, I usually reading book,
Hmm.
watching TV, uh, go for a walk in
Right.
park, and doing yoga
Oh,
exercise.
yoga. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good. So, Svetlana, remember, spare time is also the same as free time. So when someone says, "What do you do in your spare time?" it means, "What do you do in your free time?" That's what it means. It's the same thing. And it's when you are not busy with work or when you're not busy with study. That's what it means, spare time. Okay. Uh, Another question, Svetlana. How many times a year do you get time off at work?
Um, I have today time off in week in the week.
Okay, in the week. But I mean, time off, Svetlana, is talking about holiday,
Uh,
vacation.
uh-huh.
So,
I have 20, 25, maybe 25 days
mhm,
in years my time off.
okay, your time off. Okay. So, time off means vacation or holiday. I want you to remember that. And now, one more question before you go. Which of these time expression phrases are you going to use in the future?
Um, I usually um, spare time,
Spare time,
kill time,
meal time, good.
and time heals all bonds.
Heals
Well,
all wounds. Yes, time
yes,
heals all
heals
wounds.
all bonds. Thank you.
So everybody, yes, you can write this down because the reason is because there are times when we all have emotional pain from something. It's a metaphor. It's not a physical wound, which is why you have this example here. I was sad for a long time after I broke up with my boyfriend. But time heals all wounds. I'm fine now. That's what it's talking about. So
Hmm.
that's what it means. Time heals all wounds.
Okay.
Okay, yes, Svetlana. Thank you for your answers.
Thank you.
Yes. So, and everybody, to everyone out there, like I want to say once again that so today's lessons, as always, it's free, and which is why if you look at the topic, it says no time for anything. There's a reason why it's called no time for anything, meaning for some of us, we might not have enough time to do something. That's why you have to-do list to make a plan on what to do with your time. Now, which is why we have a lot of time expressions. One of my favorites is time is money. Time is money. And you have kill time, time for a change, and so much more. But another one that I'm sure you might have all learned with your teachers in your classes, it was with talking about adjectives, comparative adjectives. Sravnenia, when you're making comparisons within two things. That's one of the most basic usage of comparative adjectives. My phone is newer than yours. You see new, you have newer. It's one syllable. You have beautiful. She is more beautiful than her sister. That's still talking about beautiful, which is an adjective, but because it has three, we use more. So try to remember the time expressions. I hope you will find them useful in your practice of English and time off because many of you are working. So you know that when you see time off, it's talking about vacation, it's talking about holiday. On time, it means to be late, to be early. So if you have any more questions about, if there's some questions that you have, you're free to ask before we go. Any questions from anyone?
No.
Or do you have any questions?
No questions.
Okay, no questions. So about your exercises, I think that you'll see some exercises on your student page. And I told the support team that some of you might was having difficulties to get access to the test. And so I hope that this time, next time, it will be more better. So once again, for all of you who joined my class today, thank you all for coming online. And have a wonderful evening. Be safe and have a great weekend.
Thank you.
See you all on Monday at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you
Michael.
too. Thank you too. Bye to everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Yes.